Hey Cowboys Nation, today, we're diving deep into the latest developments surrounding your Dallas Cowboys as they gear up for another crucial stretch of the season. Even though playoff hopes have slipped out of reach, the focus shifts toward player growth, managing injuries, and ending the season on a strong note while keeping an eye on draft implications. Every snap matters at this stage, especially against an opponent facing its own challenges. Like the injury-riddled Washington Commanders, this week, the Cowboys' roster movements, player statuses, and potential matchups all deserve close attention as the team prepares for what could be a defining finish to the regular season. Injury reports continue to shape expectations. Tyler Geaton and DeMarvin Oversh are officially out, a development many anticipated following recent medical evaluations. Oversh remains sidelined with an ankle issue that has lingered for weeks, compounded by lingering concussion concerns, leaving no real possibility of him stepping on the field this week. Ryan Fennoy was downgraded after limited participation in practice following a walkthrough. While the news is disappointing for fans eager to see him back in action, there is some optimism that his knee issue is not severe, keeping a slim chance alive for future availability. Even if Week 17 looks unlikely, several players face limitations in practice, which keeps their game status uncertain but promising. We have seen situations like Kalen Carson, limited in practice yet unable to take part in last week's matchup due to hamstring concerns. Tyler Booker is dealing with a new ankle issue but is expected to be available, which is crucial given the offensive line's importance to both protecting the quarterback and opening lanes in the running game. Carson continues to battle his hamstring. Kevontae Turpin is managing a neck issue, and Quinn Williams along with Javonte Williams are navigating injuries that could affect their on-field performance. Donovan Wilson's hip remains a recurring concern, highlighting the challenges the defense has faced throughout the season. Tyler Booker has shown promise as a rookie guard, though not perfect. His ability to maintain consistency and avoid costly mistakes has impressed, especially considering he is stepping into the NFL straight from Alabama. Meanwhile, Kalen Carson's inconsistency has become more apparent after a single standout performance earlier in the year, reflecting broader challenges in the Cowboys' cornerback rotation and possibly broader schematic or coaching issues. With Don Bland unavailable, Carson's participation becomes even more critical. Kevontae Turpin has struggled to meet expectations this season, further hampered by injury, while Javonte Williams, even when limited, has proven his value. His impact in games like the one against the Chargers highlights the importance of having a healthy backfield, with Malik Davis stepping up to absorb extra carries when needed. Defensively, 5 players are listed as full participants, including T.J. Bass, Savoni Rebel, Nathan Thomas, Kenny Clark, and Malik Davis, yet caution remains necessary. The short week, coupled with the physical toll of the season, means even fully active players may not be operating at peak levels. Additionally, 3 players on the reserve list, Josh Butler, Phil Maffa, and Peyton Turner, are eligible for activation, providing the coaching staff a chance to evaluate emerging talent in real game situations. With playoff contention out of reach, this period presents a valuable opportunity to experiment with rotations, develop depth, and identify future contributors. The Commanders enter this matchup in even more precarious shape, grappling with injuries and roster adjustments. Key contributors like Eddie Goldman and Jalen Lane are on injured reserve, while Jamal Agnew failed his physical after being claimed off waivers. Other critical players, including Dawn Payne, Laramie Tunel, Marcus Mariota, and Nick Ballard, are expected to be absent, and Jaden Daniels will likely remain inactive. This leaves a less experienced quarterback under center and a significantly depleted defensive unit, presenting an advantageous scenario for the Cowboys' offense to capitalize on. Even amidst their own injury challenges, with Dak Prescott leading the way, the Cowboys have the tools to dominate offensively, ranked second in the league in passing yards. Prescott has consistently asserted control over the NFC East throughout his career. Facing a weakened Commanders defense, his focus will be on maintaining production while minimizing risk to avoid further injury. The offensive line, though grappling with injuries, will be tasked with providing the protection necessary to exploit defensive mismatches and sustain drives. Javonte Williams, not fully healthy, still represents a key piece in the backfield, while Malik Davis could see expanded touches to supplement the running game and maintain offensive rhythm. The defensive side has faced recurring challenges, especially in coverage and special teams. Inconsistent performances from players like Kevontae Turpin, coupled with gaps in the cornerback and linebacker cores, have been ongoing hurdles. This week, however, presents an opportunity for younger players to gain valuable experience, particularly in rotational roles or on special teams. As the team evaluates talent for the next season, defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus has faced scrutiny, and performances against a significantly weakened opponent could either relieve or heighten pressure depending on the outcome. Avoiding mistakes while giving emerging talent meaningful reps will be central to the Cowboys' approach. Strategically, the team may adopt a balanced game plan, integrating chances for younger players while maintaining efficiency in offensive sequences. With the proximity of the draft and playoffs out of the picture, every snap carries implications for the future. Fielding competitive units while evaluating individual players presents a nuanced challenge for the coaching staff, blending development with in-game performance. Wins and losses at this stage could subtly influence the Cowboys' final draft positioning, highlighting the importance of maintaining focus and discipline even in games without playoff stakes. From a player perspective, these final weeks are critical for evaluation. Dak Prescott remains central to the team narrative, orchestrating the offense, adjusting to defensive schemes, and distributing the ball effectively. With the Commanders' key defensive pieces missing, Prescott has an ideal stage to showcase not only his arm, but also his leadership and decision-making under pressure. Javonte Williams continues to provide impact, while Malik Davis has an opportunity to prove reliability and consistency as a complement in the backfield. Watching their coordination with the offensive line, particularly rookie Tyler Booker and his colleagues managing minor injuries, will be instrumental in assessing depth, versatility, and readiness for the next season. Turning to the receiving corps, injuries have forced adjustments, yet execution remains the top priority. Precision in routes, contested catches, and creating separation against the patchwork Commanders' defense will be crucial. The chemistry between Dak Prescott and his primary targets will be on full display, revealing whether the passing game can maintain efficiency despite limited protection and lineup challenges. For younger or less experienced receivers, this is a golden opportunity to step into the spotlight, earn trust from the coaching staff, and secure a larger role moving forward. Every play, whether a deep pass, intermediate connection, or quick decision under pressure, serves as a proving ground for evaluating readiness, adaptability, and resilience at the professional level. Defensively, the Cowboys face a delicate balance of caution and aggression. Even with a significantly weakened opponent, execution must be flawless. Lapses in coverage, missed tackles, and assignment errors have been recurring issues throughout the season, and this week provides both a test and a chance for correction. Players like Kevontae Turpin, who have struggled to meet expectations, have an opportunity to turn the narrative around, while others must continue to demonstrate reliability and poise. Special teams, often overlooked but critical in terms of field position and momentum, will play a decisive role. Young players stepping up in these units can make the difference in tightly contested sequences, further informing off-season roster decisions. The strategic approach for the Cowboys is likely to blend pragmatism with opportunity. Managing snap counts, rotating personnel, and protecting key contributors will be essential while still keeping the competitive edge. The coaching staff faces a dual responsibility, striving for victory while simultaneously evaluating rookie and backup performance in live game conditions that cannot be replicated in practice. This balance between immediate performance and long-term development is characteristic of teams navigating the final stretch of a season without playoff stakes. And the decisions made now can shape the trajectory for the entire roster heading into the offseason. League-wide context also plays a role. While the Cowboys' own record matters less for postseason positioning, other teams' results can subtly influence draft slots. Win-loss outcomes, tiebreakers, and performance across the league all factor into where Dallas might select in the upcoming draft. Each game carries implications, making it crucial for the coaching staff to remain aware of developments outside their own stadium, even if the Cowboys are unlikely to move into a top 10 draft position. Every victory, defensive stand, or offensive explosion can create ripple effects, shaping evaluation and strategy for months to come. On the offensive line, player development is under a microscope. Rookies like Tyler Booker are tested against varied defensive fronts, blitz schemes, and complex pass rush packages. His ability to communicate with teammates, maintain discipline, and adapt to different defensive looks provides critical insight into the team's depth. and long-term potential at the line of scrimmage. The interaction between the offensive line, running backs, and quarterback underlines the complexity of sustaining both the passing and running games, particularly when managing injuries that limit full-strength participation. Evaluators will watch every snap to understand who can handle pressure, execute assignments reliably, and step into leadership roles in future seasons. Defensively, maintaining discipline and anticipation is paramount. Linebackers, secondary players, and even rotational contributors are tasked with reading plays, adjusting to shifting formations, and executing tackles consistently. Donovan Wilson's ongoing hip concern, coupled with other minor injuries, places additional responsibility on backups to perform seamlessly. Observing how these players respond against a weaker but still competitive opponent provides valuable insight into depth, readiness, and potential areas for personnel adjustments next year. Special teams, once again, factor heavily into field position management, where each kick, punt, or return can influence momentum and overall game flow. Psychological factors also come into play as the season winds down without postseason pressure. Maintaining motivation, focus, and competitive intensity is crucial. Veteran leadership, especially from Dak Prescott, anchors the locker room, ensuring younger or less experienced players remain engaged in every series. This culture of accountability, combined with on-field performance, reinforces team cohesion, shapes off-season preparation, and sets expectations for the coming season. Players must continue to compete, make sharp decisions, and execute their assignments with precision, despite the reduced stakes, demonstrating professionalism and resilience. Analyzing the Commanders, their depleted roster presents both opportunities and unique challenges. While the Cowboys possess the advantage on paper, overconfidence must be avoided. Every series demands attention to detail, discipline, execution, and fundamental play. For younger Cowboys players, this is a rare opportunity to face live NFL defenses, test instincts under pressure, and gain invaluable experience that can accelerate their development. For the coaching staff, observing reactions to adversity and evaluating decision-making under real game conditions will inform roster decisions and off-season strategy as the game unfolds. The Cowboys' approach will likely intertwine competitiveness with strategic caution. Prescott's leadership, offensive line cohesion, backfield execution, and receiver precision all converge in this final stretch. Defensively, the focus remains on reducing errors, executing schemes effectively, and evaluating depth across positions. Special teams and situational play will continue to provide insights into readiness, adaptability, and resilience. The interplay of strategy, talent assessment, and in-game adjustments underscores the complexity of managing a team in the season's final chapters, where every choice carries implications beyond the immediate scoreboard. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves across the NFL landscape, sources suggest that Myles Garrett, one of the league's most dominant defensive talents, may be on the verge of joining the Dallas Cowboys. The whispers began circulating late last night, and while official confirmation is pending, insiders claim that ESPN has received credible word of the deal. If true, this potential signing could dramatically reshape the Cowboys' defensive identity and spark a flurry of speculation about the team's championship ambitions. Garrett, known for his relentless pass-rushing ability and game-changing presence on the line, has long been considered a cornerstone for any franchise seeking to solidify its defense. The idea of him donning the Cowboys' star-studded uniform has left fans and analysts alike scrambling to imagine how the dynamic unit could look with his addition. While the Cowboys have made significant roster moves in recent seasons, this would arguably be the most high-profile acquisition in recent memory, potentially sending a clear message that Dallas is all in on contention. Speculation is mounting over what this could mean for the team's existing defensive rotation. Garrett's arrival might force adjustments across multiple positions, as coordinators look to maximize his impact. Meanwhile, discussions surrounding salary cap implications and potential trade-offs are intensifying, with insiders hinting that Dallas may have pulled off a deal that balances immediate star power with long-term roster sustainability. Fans across social media are already buzzing with excitement and disbelief. Imaginations are running wild, with countless threads debating how Garrett's presence could shift game plans, and affect rivalries in the NFC, while some caution that negotiations could still shift. The mere suggestion of Garrett joining the Cowboys is enough to dominate conversations in sports circles if finalized. This move would undoubtedly mark a new chapter in the Cowboys' ongoing quest for dominance, providing a headline-grabbing narrative for analysts, commentators, and supporters alike. For now, the NFL world waits with bated breath, aware that one phone call or signature could confirm what many are calling the most surprising potential signing of the season. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.